الشباب باللي موجود وباللي مش موجود. يعني كل أنا ستريم تو شاركوا فيه syzkaller. فزر ما oh it's late here. Oh, cortex. Well, it's like it's 5 p.m. Well, it's not 5. It's almost 5. This clock is advanced by an hour, but yeah, I'm just walking through Monhili's post here, which walks through setting up syzkaller. I haven't. I have only an idea about this bot and syzkaller, so I hope this post helps me automate it and make use of the bot. So yeah. Okay, so I don't know how to do this, but I'm just going to read this. Maybe I have the immersive reader for this, so I don't have to read everything. The bot reads it. Yeah, we can do that. I'll just open another tab for this, so I can have it like that. Okay, let's just see.
What this walkthrough covers.
It's a bit loud. Is there any settings to turn down the volume here? I'm not used to turning down the volume on my PC, but I mean, if it's too loud, can you guys just turn down the volume, or should I do okay, let's see.
What this walkthrough covers. This edition presents a complete, verifiable sequence, starting from a public syzbot report, confirming the original crash using the environment provided, rebuilding the affected kernel version locally, and then validating that the issue is resolved after applying the upstream fix. The goal is not to trace the root cause or propose a patch. Instead, it's to observe a confirmed bug before and after its fix, by executing it under controlled conditions. For those new to kernel development, this is often the most practical entry point. Reproducing is not just a task, it's a skill.
The voice is too low. You mean my voice? My voice is a bit too low. Well, I'm just using my my headphones. My headphones mic. I think they are a bit low end, to be fair. So I will soon get a camera and a microphone on at the end of the month. So that will improve. But for now, I mean, this is what I've got. Well, I also have the have decreased the what's it called? I have a filter. Yeah, maybe I can just remove the noise here instead of lowering. Yeah, let's see if that fixes it.
Skill.
Or do you mean the voice of the browser? Suha.
Skill. It teaches accuracy, upstream alignment, and how to validate behavior without assumption.
Oh, this is kind of annoying. I can't handle this reading, bro. Okay, let's see. Let's complete for a fab sequence. Start for finding the router crashes and final building the effect. Trace the root cause. propose a patch. Instead, it's to observe a confirmed bug before and after its fix by executing it under controlled conditions. Okay. For those new to kernel development, this is often the most practical entry point. Reproducing is not just a task, it's a skill. Okay, teaches accuracy, whatever. Okay. Select this port, repro.c, the image, disk run, kernel, okay, run image on Kernel, okay, boot, so DVM, okay, wait, so voice too low. Okay, let's see. Okay, well, it's at maximum, so I don't know. Is there an application on Linux that can increase my voice or something? Okay, 1 sec. Okay, I'm just testing the voice. Is this? I think this is very loud, no? Okay, I think this is better, I think. Let me just hear myself for a sec. Yeah, okay, I think this is good enough. I mean, if it's too loud, you can guys tell me and I can lower it, so it's no problem. Yeah, okay, I think this is good enough. I mean, if it's too loud, okay. I'm just hearing myself on the second computer. Okay, whatever. I muted it now. Okay, let's get back. Okay, where were we? Okay, so I have no idea what this repro.c is, but I think it's some kind of file that the bug is happening in, which is uploaded in the syzbus, but we'll see. Okay, build machine kernel locally. Okay, we can build whatever with the commit. Okay, use .config of the syzbots and alt config. Okay, build the equations with debug info. Okay, so I'm gonna change the config file anyway. So okay, they apply the patch and rebuild. Okay, check commit. That contains the upstream fix. Build the kernel with the same config. Okay, we first run the local build.qemu. Let's say reproducer confirm edit local graph cell test patch. Gonna image send this go. Run the producer again and confirm grass is gone. Okay. So these steps at least summarize what we're gonna do, but let's see. I mean, I'm more familiar with these 3 steps. I mean, maybe 5 too, but the reproducer, I think I need to know more about the reproducer. It's kind of blacked out on that part. So okay, let's see. A step is backed by execution purpose, not to assume, but to confirm. The next section begins by selecting this report includes all necessary artifacts. Okay, step 1 shows this report with an upstream fix. So okay. Focus is not just on triggering a crash, but on verifying behavior across 2 points before and after the upstream fix. Okay. Not every Z-sport issue is suitable for this. For this process, the work report must have 3 criteria. Includes a working C reproducer. Okay, I don't have an idea of what's the C reproducer. I mean, probably he's gonna tell us what that is, but okay. Provides links to the image, the kernel image, and the disk row. Okay, it has already been fixed. I merged into mainline. Okay. This is for dashboard. I think it's this link, but I'm gonna see. Okay. So this guide filters for entries in the fixed tab. Oh, okay. Fixed. I mean, it's just here. Okay, whatever. User present bugs confirmed, addressing clubs to stay as close as possible to current mainline. The list is stored by reported date in ascending order, favoring recent bugs. Protection fault, identification. Okay. I think this is the crash that we're gonna reproduce with Z spot. Fixed on. It's very recent. Okay. Wasn't bug. There's not pointer the reference in this function. Okay. Return protection fault. Okay. Includes a clean deterministic C reproducer that triggers a null pointer dereference via RTNL create link on the networking stack. The bug is straightforward to trigger and manual insert of its corresponding fix is already merged into the mainline. Okay. Port view links to the test assets, provides kernel config metadata, includes the crash trace. Okay, so let's see, where can we find the disk image, Linux, the kernel image, okay. The config file, so C reproducer, okay. I think we're gonna download all of these. But let's see. This is a thread.
Okay. Show the patch discussion tested commit and attachment links verified pages and CI. Okay. The absolute commit. Okay. So it has been fixed already. Inspected resolved, reproducible, and tied to mainline. That makes it ideal for confirming environment setup and validating the fix. The next step walks through retrieving and preparing the assets. Okay. So we're gonna, I think we're gonna get the assets with wget. So, okay. Create a dedicated working directory. Okay, let's see. Let's set group. Yes. And we're gonna wget all of the files. Okay, see producer, gonna config optional binary reproducer. Okay, I have no idea what this is. Oh, okay, see. Okay, what's the offline again? Wget. Offline. What does it do? File. Okay. Everything. Okay. This image was config. Okay. I see. Is it just a link to this? Copy link. I mean, this link of this image. So let me just see. This image. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It is actually. Let's try again. Linux. Link. Yeah, it's the same. Okay. So I think it's good if we had a script that automates this. So we're gonna just do the commands for now. Okay. I can copy all of them. It's no problem. Okay, extract the compressed files. Okay. I don't think I have this tool. I think I'm better to. I mean, anyhow, I'll use Tmax. Sec. Actually, should contain assets. Each of these files would be used in steps launching the origin kernel and LKMP, confirming the creation, building a matching kernel, locally equipping, then organizing dedicated directory allows for a clean split between abstract and private locally built artifacts. Optional. Step space. Okay. Producing it is not back. So it's the same command this can instructions but used to trigger the crash. These assets are built by this bot infrastructure and made publicly available. Running them in a local VM allows verification of the reports under the exact conditions. Just about reaching the crash. Crash steps, confirming Telegram mirrors is but get more step shot devices and more information and more Kernel configuration. So after this installation, okay. I already have Kernel, I think. Launch the virtual machine. Start with machine. Okay. Still downloading the image. Okay, we're still downloading. Okay, let's see. Yes, that's it. Okay, I already have it. Okay. Just wanted to verify. This is for memory. This is for, what's this for? Just waiting for this machine. This is for acceleration options, CPU host, kernel, and give it the image, and I give it a. Okay, this is this image. I'm going to connect in. Voice for the Ethernet. Okay. For this image, kernel works. See what comes of the easy mode. Okay, is explicitly configured, otherwise the .raw disk image is writable. Any modification made inside the guest will process the gross reboots. To mimic syzkaller stateless CI environment where each test starts fresh, you can enable snapshots followed by adding snapshot equals on to the drive arguments. Okay, cool. So we're gonna add that. Let's see. Let's download this quick. Let's see. Yeah, it's not good. Okay. I mean, we should have untarred them first. Oops. Let's start Tmax session as well. Let's forget that. Okay. What was I going to do? Forgot what was where was I? Okay, I mean we can run that, but I was waiting to do something. Okay, we can mount this command. Okay, just gonna get like just want to search for the option SMP. Okay, so this SMP system with 8 CPUs. Oh, okay, we just give it 2 cores. Okay. It already says it here, but I'm stupid. Okay. And we need to add something here. Which is snapshot of this. I think this is good now. We have the image, have the disk file. I think seems alright. Okay, let's test it. Duplicate ID. It's I think let's fade some. I literally copied this twice, I think. That's what happened. Snapshot one. Snapshot this one. What is booting? Let's see. Sounds again with temporary overlay that discards all changes. Yes. User mode network is configured with port forwarding from host port 1000 touches. Host forward TCP. Okay. Enabling SSH access. Transferring files and running scripts directly from host. Okay. The goal of this minimal setup is to produce the bug in a controlled and observable environment. It strips away additional tooling, keeping the focus of behavior that can be verified. As an aside, developers can also access this bug divided fix by including a patch submission for how this mechanism works. Still verifying the bug locally before alpha fix animation experience. Okay. So we have boots and the prompt appears. The next step is to run the producer and confirm the current bug can be triggered. So we're literally going to run the producer.c, I think. Okay, so we just log in as a root. Okay. Oh, we're gonna build the producer. Okay, so that's why they included the binaries. Okay. Doesn't think it's essential to confirm the bug producer live using the original one. This step validates that the source crash can be observed without relying on these colors. Yeah, okay. These core reports often provide two kinds of producer: a source file and a binary format. Okay, meant to run under these exec block. Okay, if available, start with the C version. It's usually simpler to read, run, and debug. Okay. Okay. That is here because statically on the host. Expect the quiet binaries to run this point. This include this exploit this executor, both of which built from this color source. Oh, so I mean, after doing the snapshot on, that means that this will have to be done every time we boot the VM. Okay. This is color make target OS Linux target arch. After building, copy the RAM files and the dedicated directory. I mean, is this inside the VM or outside the VM? I think it's outside the VM. Yeah, it's outside. Is it? Let's try to run it inside anyway. I mean, it doesn't have any reproduction, so Okay. On the host, yeah, it says on the host. Okay. Have to put this here. Okay. Jesus. Static. Optimization tool. So repo. Let's see. I think this is the command, right? Yes. Have the executable. And then we're gonna clone the syzkaller and build it something. Now, this is easier than I thought. I mean, this executor. What are these exactly? They're oh, okay. So I think they are dedicated binaries to run a certain type of binary. Yeah. I'm gonna see how that works, but yeah. Okay, so start downloading. One sec, be right back, guys. Okay, we're back. Okay, so let's see. So we clone this rip repository. It's done cloning. Okay, let's go and build it. These options. I'm just gonna add this option so it finishes faster. Okay, it's gonna download a bunch of utilities. So I think. After building, copy the relevant files into a dedicated directory. Okay. Well, I'm already building inside the assets. I think that was a mistake. Anyhow, I transfer the assets, including quad virtual binary and this program file into the guest VM. Assuming Kernel is running with port forwarding, use SCP. Okay. I have no idea what SCP is, so let's see what's that. Do I have it? SCP? I don't have it. Open SSH secure file copy. Oh, okay. Secure something. Copy program. Okay, I think. Okay. So what's the option? P for port. We have no host file. Strict host key checking now. And we have the files. The routes. Okay. Seems simple. Products. So easy. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's completed. And now we have to copy the binaries. Okay, so these two binaries we need to copy into our assets for which is just a folder before, so just cp bin linux folder before. Yep, exactly. Okay, so and then we run this to copy all the files. Okay, these are not my directories, so now you can just append dev at first. So I can use this. Oh, just let me copy this. Yeah. Dev. 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 I think that's good. VM is still running, so it's not. Do that. Oh no! Oh man, okay. I did the semi-opsy, but it's all good. Okay, so it's done. So I think, yeah, it's really good. Warning permanently added. This is the list of known hosts. Okay, with this machine. Okay, because the disk image is writable, these files remain in place after reboot. Well, I just enabled snapshot on, so they won't. I mean, if I reboot, they won't, so maybe I should reboot them. Okay, let's see. Or crash, as long as the disk image isn't reset or replaced. retransferring is only necessary if the VM is relaunched from a clean copy of the original .row.xfile. Okay. Once assigned the guest, either via QEMU console or SSH, start by running the binary program with. And you can, okay. This evokes the exact syscall sequence as constructed by syzkaller. If the kernel bug is still present, the crash or the corresponding warning should appear on the console. This confirms that the reproducer still works and the setup is correct. Alternatively, run the compiled C program directly. I mean, so you're telling me that all of this work for setting up the dedicated binaries for maybe if you don't want to compile the C program yourself, or the C reproducer isn't provided and they only provide the binary of the zbot, then you have to use this command, I think. I find it like easier. If I knew from the beginning, I wouldn't go all the trouble for downloading and transferring all this just to run the binary. I mean, we have done it already, so why not just test both? So we can test both. This should do the crash, I think. Yeah, did the crash. Is it the same crash? Yeah, it's the same crash. RTML create link. Let's see. Do we have something here? Kernel planning not syncing, fetching exception, kernel offset disabled, rebooting, and can we change this? Takes a lot to reboot, but okay. Let's, what other info do we have? So the crash started here. So oops. It's oops. General protection fault, probably for non-canonical address. Okay. Kasan null pointer dereference. Kasan is, I think, kernel errors that are linked to memory violations. I think. I'm not sure, but I think so. Okay, so the instruction pointer is like this location. The code stack is like this. Okay, with the offset clear. So yeah, the bug has been successfully reproduced. But let's see. I think if we close now the program, it's gonna delete all the files that we have already merged. Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna see now if that will delete all the files that we copied to the virtual machine. I mean, we have snapshot also. I think that's gonna do it. But let's see. Yeah, it did. So in order to keep those files, I need to not do a snapshot. So how about we just shut down the VM? Shut down command not found. Can we do reboot or exit maybe? No. Shutdown command not found. Okay, so yeah, I mean, if you insist, I can just close this. Okay. So let's disable the snapshot. So turn the snapshot now. Okay. Cannot open this graph. For what reason? I think, let's see. No such file or directory. Oh yeah. I mean, it's obvious. Like we're not in the assets folder. Assets. So there. I can do this. Put all that. Not interesting. Okay, so we tested with this command. Now we can run the program, the compiled program directly. Let's try this. Well, I mean, this is much more cleaner than been put before. Attribute type 1 hasn't been valid. Okay. Well, it's truncated for some reason. Is it truncated because I have the other window? Okay, we're gonna test it again. Okay. So can you? Yeah, I think it was truncated because I had the other Tmax window open. Okay, let's run the reproducer without anything. Reproducer, yeah, well, it's cleaner. And also, I'll be for now, click on address, same error, and it's all clean. And that's what we like to see. Okay, so this pass avoids syzkaller runtime and is often simpler for debugging. Yeah, it is simpler. Either reproducer is valid. Using both can strengthen confidence that the issue is runtime independent. For what reason cannot be? Because if VM halts operations during execution, restart it. If the disk image is not writable or changes weren't saved, retransfer when necessary files. This reflects syzkaller CI model, where each test run begins from a clean, reproducible baseline. Yeah, that's why I used snapshot before. I mean, in these cases, I mean, you can just do this. Okay. Console output confirms the crash reproduces successfully. Key details match the original report. How's that? Let's see. I think he means yeah, means same crash details. Okay. General protection fault at this function, a custom warning for null pointer dereference, matching kernel version. I didn't notice the conversion. Oh yeah, it's there. Let me see. There. Can you? Yeah. I didn't notice the kernel version, but we can see it. Root. It's run the reproducer. Okay, where is the kernel version? Yeah. Was that hash exactly? Let's see it on the split. Where's the kernel version? That's the fixed commit. But here, let's see. Yeah, it's the same kernel version. Yeah, same kernel version. Okay. The call trace also follows the same function pass. Yeah, the same. What this confirms is the kernel and disk image provided by zspot are functioning. The reproducer remains valid. The crash is verifiable and matches the original conditions. The local test setup is working as intended. Okay. This establishes a trusted baseline. Any kernel change or patch tested from this point forward will be compared against this state. This crash disappears after applying fix. The result would be meaningful because the bug was first confirmed to be present. If I build a matching kernel locally. To test or validate the kernel bug, the kernel must be rebuilt locally using the same version that originally exhibited the issue. Rebuilding outside of syzbot CI environment enables full control of the configuration. Debug information and runtime conditions, allowing the bug to be reproduced and inspected under local observations. Okay. Start backlogging the main study. Okay, I don't have the access. I'll check out the exact commit associated with the bug with what I both lists was near the top. Ported by, it's fixed commit. exactly is it? What exactly is it? Oh, this is near the top, for example. Then we have the ID now. I mean, we can just use that. Oh no, oh, so that. Okay, where does it list the hell? What exactly is it? Is it here? That's a fix, but completion error. Okay, head. Oh, okay. I see. Okay, it's that commit. Yeah, it's that commit. Support the build system. Install the necessary user space dependencies. With dev, I think I know these. Are required to process simple tables and generate debug metadata, both of which are essential for diagnosing kernel faults, matching code traces during crash testing. I think I have TW. I think they aren't even, yeah, they aren't even. I mean, they are baseline. I mean, who doesn't have TW? It's just. I mean, you can just maybe just search. It's already installed. Have elf binary. It's not used. Let's say keep it work. Okay. I think I don't have this. Yeah, I don't have this. Okay. Good. Okay. So I mean, we can have the Linux mainline. We check out the commits. Okay, next, configure the kernel using the config file provided in the zspot reports. Shows that the build matches the original test environment used when the bug was first report. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, let's just okay, what's the path? CP before, and then we have the. Okay, let's CP this. And this is the config. Does it have that config file? No such file actually. Do I not have the config file? Was it not downloaded before? No, we don't. Okay, so we need to get it first. I should have already can do that, but I mean, why didn't it copy it? It's kind of weird. But whatever. Let's see. Okay. I mean, we can copy it directly here if we need to. So yeah. Okay, it's copied. So then we can just. I think we're gonna build. Yeah, make alt def config. It feels any missing options for me. Kernel versions. Why preserving only just things compatibility the test itself. Okay, config. Okay, and then we're gonna make. This is gonna take a while. Okay, let's see. Okay, this step may take time depending on system resource. After completion, the compressed kernel image, busy image will be allocated onto the architecture directory. At this point, the locally built kernel replicates the same commit configuration and expected behavior as the zspot provided image. The environment is now fully under local control, making it possible to apply changes, add instrumentation, or verify patches in a repeatable and aligned way. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't even try to download the image from the zspot. I mean, we can do that, but if I was to debug this problem, I'll probably start by building the image myself, because if you can't build the image and replicate the problem with the same commit, like how can you do a change to fix it if you can't even do the bug with the kernel that you have built? So yeah, I think I'll skip a step of the downloading the already built image, kernel image, and just start with building the image myself. That way, if I'm going to work on a bug fix, I can be sure before wasting time that I can fix it. So yeah, this is gonna take a bit. It's gonna take a while compiling the kernel. Let's continue reading. Okay. Step 6: run the reproducer on the locally built kernel. Yeah. Okay. With the kernel now built. So the next step is to confirm that the bug still reproduces when running the new busy image. This step ensures that the locally compiled kernel matches the conditions of the original cache, verifying both configuration and environment before any changes are introduced. Okay, yeah. I mean, if the crash only occurs on the image that the zspot has provided, it's almost impossible to work on a fix if you can't reproduce the bug yourself. I think you can check out the commits in the bug report now. Start to reduce one issue, even starting Kernel took 5 to 10 minutes. Oh, really? Exodia. I mean, is your PC that slow, or is there some configuration, something wrong with your configuration? Yeah, I did check out the commit of the bug report. I mean, this is the commit of the bug. I checked out the commit and just applied the configuration that this bot provided. Oh, disk images are so heavy. Oh, really? I mean, I didn't really check if the image was. Are they that heavy? What makes them so heavy? Is it the what makes them so heavy? Syzkaller has shell script which you can create disk images. Yeah, it's rather than it's a whole package, unlike BusyBox. I mean, what's the content of the images anyhow? Wait, probably my lack of experience. No, I don't think it's the lack of your experience, but I mean, I'm also inexperienced. I'm new to this, but let's just check. Can you disco? I mean, yeah, it's just it does. I mean, what's its size? Does size really have size? Platform would not recognize. Disk image. Oh, it's 1 GB. I mean, should be just for the root file system now. What this? Okay, let's see. Let me Google this very quick. What is disk image provided by bot? I mean, it's not helpful to Google it, but I want to go from there. Okay, let's see. It's too big. Hello, Siddharth. This image contains the root file system ignited with this. Yeah, that's what I thought. It contains the root file system. Does it have anything more, or does the root file system contain something like a snapshot of the root file system ignited init rom fs? No, really. It contains the okay. Scroll. Okay. It's still compiling. It takes a while to compile. Anyhow, Xodian, what can you specify your PC specs maybe? Is your PC too slow? Is this HyperLM? No, it's i3, man. It's i3 with Polybar on top. Download VM Linux disk image. Yeah, I mean, I was saying no, it's not about PC specs, I guess. What do you think it's about then, Xodian? Yeah, real time. I already did test the bug earlier. I mean, as you can see, I have the disk image provided by the Zbot. I have the kernel image. I have VM Linux, and I compiled the files and transferred it to Cameo. But I mean, first I was using snapshot on Cameo, so every time I booted the virtual machine, it deleted it refreshed the state. But then I said, I think for my example, I just don't want to copy the files every time, and I reproduced the bug. I mean, I can show you the bug. Don't compile repro outside. Well, the blog that I was then following compiled the reproducer CSP it. Yeah, I did after compilation, but the post suggested that I compile it on my host. Also, there were two ways to reproduce the bug. One was with the this program. Let's see. Yeah, with the z's exec proc and the binary provided by the zbot, and the other was just executing the repo that you compiled from C code. What's this called? Repo. There's a tool. What's this called? I tried with those disk images. It took a while. I mean, wait a sec. Okay, I think I've downloaded the syzkaller, yeah. which tool did you use here? Is it in Pro? Oh, these are two tools, I think. Maybe I missed a point, but I don't know if it's necessary to use. I mean, I'm following this post. It's really really clear and easy to follow on how to reproduce a bug. I mean, it's really easy. I mean, if I can share the link after for different posts. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I can give you the link. The link was provided for me also. I mean, I knew the guy. I knew Monhili. He's a guy that took the internship, the same internship that we are taking, mentorship. I mean, the same mentorship that we are taking. I mean, like the summer one, the summer of 2025, and he really helping a lot. He has a lot of posts on LinkedIn, which are really helpful for anyone starting on mentorships. He really did a very good job. Like, curious if in any point of development cycle, if this image matter or not. Well, I mean, it's just an easy way for you to have a disk image that the camera can boot to. I mean, I don't know if you can make yourself a disk image and use for Cameo, but would that be different? But I mean, the main thing, important thing, I think, is the kernel image and the reproducer. I think those are the main things. But anyhow, so let's see how. As I was saying, like I can just here run the executable that I compiled myself on the host, and it will trigger the same crash as the zspot. As you can see, it's general protection fault. In this function, we have the null pointer dereference, Kasan, and you can see in the report is matching. It's the same. It's null pointer dereference. It's an oops general protection fault. It's in the same function. So yeah, you can make yourself. So yeah. I thought so. You can make the disk image myself, but why would the bot provide the disk image then? I mean, it's a bit bizarre. But anyhow, as I was saying, so that's the first way to do that. And the second way is oh, I just deleted it again. I don't understand what to do after reproduce. Stumped. I mean, the reproducer is like for you to just verify that you can reproduce the bug. But then, if you want to work on the bug, I mean, you can probably use the scripts provided in the root of the mainline kernel, or any kernel, I think, any Git repository. Tools such as the code stack trace and whatnot to learn more about the bug and analyze more, and you can probably find the fix to it. I mean, if it's something simple, but well, it's not simple at least, but if it's something a bit obvious or something, you can work on it. Could you increase your mic? Yeah, I can, of course. I mean, I thought it's a bit low, but yeah, I can increase. Hello? Hello, is this better? I mean, if it's not better, I can increase it more. Okay, so as I was saying, like these two binaries are provided by the syzkaller repository, and you can use this, I think, with the binary provided on the site to reproduce the same bug without compiling the C code of the repo a little bit more. Okay, I can do that. Is this better? Okay, so as I was saying, I think we use this program with a bunch of parameters that I don't understand, but where is it? Let's see. Yeah, here it is. Enable all, repeat, procs, and the binary. I have no idea what these options are. Enable all, maybe all the fuzzing or something. Repeat 0, maybe do not repeat the tests. Proc 6, maybe, I don't know. I really don't know, don't understand this. But you can do this instead of running directly, and it will have more information. What? Oh, I think because man, you should have let the snapshot on, because I think the state of the machine is not as before, so it's not reproducing the bug again. I think procs must mean parallelize factors. Yeah, I think, but it's not reproducing the bug single mesh fault. Weird. This is weird. I mean, you can go back and stream and see me like executing this command, and it really showed the same bug, but with a lot more information. Reboot kernel. I mean, does it work? Okay, let's see. I think I just changed the state of the machine. Somehow that affected the reproducibility of the bug using the provided binaries, but we're gonna see. Okay. Yeah, it's not working anymore. I mean, maybe I should always run QEMU with the disk image snapshot on, as it was suggested. I mean, this one should be always on, because in this it suggested that yeah, here it said this VM runs with temporary overlay that discards all changes on shutdown. Use this option to ensure clean, reproducible test runs. Yeah, that's why you are right. Snapshot should be on. Yeah. I was testing a lot a minute ago, so I I just wanted to skip the step of copying the files every time I boot the VM. That's why I disable it, which, as you can see, is not good. I can't reproduce the bug with the tool provided by syzkaller. Yeah. No such project. Yeah, I'm not on the directory, wherever. I think the image is, yeah, it's ready now. Okay. As I was saying, I think the config is clear. I just run the VM with the image, the built image now. Yeah. I mean, another thing I was just talking about a minute ago, like, why would we download the image from the Zbot, the kernel image, if we are going to change the to work on the kernel to provide a fix? I mean, I think we can just build the image of the same commit and test on that image right away. Because if the test doesn't run on the image build, like, how can we work on a fix? Yeah, I have to download the disk image again to ensure the. You're probably right. I messed up the. Okay. One sec. Disk image. Here it is. It's using wget. Okay. And I need to also it's gonna take some while. But do you guys get my point? I don't know what kernel image is. it's the image that you build from the source code. It's the base of the BZ image, and VM lines are almost the same. Man, I think I'm not sure, but I think they are the same, because if you look at the one sec, if you look here in the what's it called? I'm sure I noticed it. Forgot where's the script of installing the kernel? Where does it go? Arch x86 put install. Yeah. One sec. Install. Okay. Kernel version, column map, image. So like image file, yeah. Default install path. Yeah, see, look, it's the same. It's cutting the kernel image file, and it's just appending the path and calling it VM Linus. So it's the same. Unless I'm missing something, like, but I'm sure that the BZ image is the same as this. Maybe I'm wrong. Probably I'm wrong, because why would they change the name unless for convenience? So yeah, anyhow, I think the download has completed. Let's see. Yep, we're gonna let's just okay. So before trying the image that we have just created, let's try doing the same as we did before. Let's do this. Okay, let's try this. Okay. The command was oh, I still didn't. It's not here. If assets done. Yeah, look. You see, I think it's doing its fuzzing, I think. And then it encounters the issue here. So, I mean, this way provides more information on how it got to that issue, I think. Because see, it's testing different systems, and then it encounters it. Yeah, as you can see here, it starts. See. Okay, so now we have a clean state. We can test it on here. So yeah, it's the same command. We just change the kernel and the path to the disk image, and we can use this. I mean, it's not enabled to enable snapshot. I'm gonna enable that in a sec. But don't forget what to do after that, though. I mean, after reproducing the bug. What do you mean? I don't understand you. I mean, it's just a way to verify that the bug actually exists, first of all, and second of all, after what I'm going to do now with the built kernel image of the same commit, you can treat that commit as a baseline to work on a fix on that commit. So after you work on a fix and you use that image, you can run the reproducer, and if it doesn't trigger the same bug, it means it's fixed. I mean, it's going to fix it here. The next step is to apply the patch and rebuild, which fixes the bug. So we're gonna see in a minute. I'm just following the steps one by one. And as I said, also, I mean, I don't know why would we download the image from the Zbot instead of directly working on the commit and building the kernel image. I mean, maybe I don't know. I still have to think of a reason, because if you're going to work on a fix, unless you would just want to reproduce the bug, then I understand. But if you want to work on a fix, I mean, why not just try first with the building the image and then running it? Because if you don't have an image that reproduces the bug that you have built, you can't work on a fix. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, we have a problem here because it's on def. No, it's what assets. What's wrong? Dev sys group assets this. I think okay. Dev sys group. What's dev set group? Dev set group assets. Is there something wrong in this? Why is it not okay? File. Wait a sec. Let's just get my file. Kind of weird. Dev. It's kind of weird. It's not getting this path. For some reason, even though it's this. I mean, we could try this. No. This. It's- yeah, translate. Okay. We're gonna need to copy the files again. Oh, that's like this. How weird. It didn't readjust the panels. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, we can run this. So we should have this. Yep. Let's run the reproduce. Yep. Generated kernel panic. Good. So this means that the kernel image that we have built is matching the kernel version that Zbot used, and we can produce the bug effectively. So what we can try next, we can try with the formal way, I think. Let's go. Let's try with that. Okay. Man, I need to remember this command, bro. the this enable all. I mean, can we have something? Let's explain this. Hang on a sec. Just copy it. Yeah, does it have a help? Yeah, it does. Nice. Okay, let's see. Enable string. Enable only listed additional features. Default path. Okay. So enable does a lot, like debug CPU profile. Okay. The other is a repeat. Repeat is what is it? Repeat integer. Repeat execution that many times 0 for increment. Oh, bit one. Okay. Prox, I think, as you said, prox is for parallel testing. Let's see. Number of yeah, proceed to execute programs. Default is 4. Yeah. Okay. So we can do that. Exec prog enable all we have repeats 0 and then get prox 6. I mean, I can do more to 12. Oh well, I'm on a VM, so and then yeah, the program. Take out the fixes. Yeah, it's matching the bug. It's matching the same bug, so we're good. Yeah, all is good. Nice. Okay. So now we're gonna just what I hope to not just go to the commit head. I wanted to take a patch and apply it to this commit instead of going ahead of commits. Let's see how we do that. Maybe I can do that instead. Okay, so patch. Let's see this. Yeah, this is a patch. How do I get this patch? I mean, I think sure had some tools to get a patch and apply some commits. I remember on the course it had some scripts. I think I wrote them down on my notebook. Let's see. I don't think I wrote the whole script. Hello from Teklif. Hello. Hello, Teklif. How are you doing? I'm currently doing the reproducing bugs on the kernel using syzkaller, using the patch command, copy diff somewhere. I think I'm gonna look at that later. I mean, I need to go in a bit, so yeah. Let's see. So apply the patch and rebuild. Once the bug has been confirmed, the original code. Next step is to validate the upstream fix resolves it. This is done by checking out the commit. Okay. Fix for the issue. Yeah, this commit. You can do this. Yep. This is the okay, we're gonna need to do again the config and then gonna build the kernel again. Yep. I mean, as I said, we need to always use snapshot on in order to have a clean slate to reproduce the bug every time. As you saw, Siddharth, when I didn't use snapshot, just for laziness, I guess, of not copying the files every time I booted the VM, I needed to, the VM didn't reproduce the bug with the this exec prog. It only reproduces it with the executable that I have built, so it's not good. So it's an important note to always build the VM, always run the VM with snapshot on. Yeah. I mean, I really, it was on my to-do list to try and do a patch. I mean, apply a patch to a commit. I have never tried it, so I only produced patches. But trying to apply a patch to commit, I didn't do that. Especially like I have no idea how to do a patch or patch series or something like that. So I'm gonna have to look into that. Okay, let's see. This produces a new BZ image that includes the fix. Launch. Okay, what? Oh yeah, of course I built it. Okay, launch the kernel. We're using the same disk image and configuration. Yeah, of course. If the disk image is writable and the files were previously transferred, this step can be skipped. No, I'm using snapshots, so I need to copy this again. Otherwise, transfer the test files again. Okay. Yeah, same ones. Then execute the reproducer remotely. Why would I execute it remotely though? If no crash or warning appears and the system continues normally, the fix is confirmed. This verifies the bug no longer triggers under the same conditions and that the patch as merged into manual is effective. This validation completes the end-to-end sequence from observing this reported failure to verifying its presence to confirming its resolution through a known upstream fix. Debugger. I don't need a debugger, it's okay. Yeah, this is good. I hope this ends soon because I need to go. I don't know why he executed this remotely. I used GBD to connect to Cameo. Yeah, I think there's an option on Cameo that dash GBD and I think a port to connect to, and in GBD you can connect to that port and execute the program and run step by step and whatnot. I think is that true? Is that true, Siddharth? Yes. Yeah. I just need to remember it because I used it not a long time ago, but I only used it once, so I'm not very familiar with it. Um, I remember launching the program using GBD remotely, connecting to Cameo, and you can then step in the program and make breakpoints and whatnot. So yeah, it's helpful to have a debugger. But I used GBD as a standalone. I didn't use it integrated in CLion or whatnot. So I'm not interested in this part of CLion or whatnot. Maybe I will do debugging alone. I mean, as a standalone. But did you find this any helpful, Siddharth? for reducing the bug and this post. As I said, I will at the end of the stream I'll give a link in the on the channel. Uh, this link was also provided to me. I didn't know this post. So yeah. Come on, Mr. Kernel. Finish compiling. Okay, while it compiles, I'll be right back. So I didn't do the patching. What do you mean you didn't do the patching? You mean you didn't apply a patch? Ah, you just reproduced the bug. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really apply a patch. I just um, skipped to a commit where it had the fix, and I'm just going to test that. So, I mean, if the patch is not yet included in the mainline or anywhere, it's probably better to. It's not probably better. It's the only way to fix the problem is to get the patch, download the patch, and apply it to your tree, and then build the kernel, and then test it. So yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna let it finish compiling. I'm gonna be right back in a sec. So it's still compiling? Okay. Um, well, I thought I'm going to end the stream like because I need to go now. But really, I'm gonna be back in like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So just gonna maybe hold up the screen and leave the stream, maybe. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave the stream. Gonna be back in 20 minutes. Yeah, I can ping you. Sure, sure. I can ping you. Yes, no worries. Yo. I'm back. Okay. Let's see. Hey man. Hey Siddharth. What's up? Okay. Let's see. So the image is built, and now we just need to, I guess, run Kimi with the new image. So let's do that. Yeah. Yep. Same as before. I'm gonna copy the files when the virtual machine opens. Let's see. Okay. Root, then CSV. We copy all the files. Okay, copied. Okay. And then we're gonna run the reproducer, I think. Let's see. Yeah, well, didn't do anything. So I guess it's supposed to crash the program. It didn't crash it. So enable equals all. And we have bits equals 0, prox equals 6, then the original, let's see this. Okay. This should crash the program, but it won't because we applied the patch. Executed programs. Yeah, it's executed with that link. All seems good. Yeah, so I'm just going to the commit that has the fix, building the image and running the image confirms that it does fix the issue. So yeah, I don't think there's much more. Yeah, well, it suggests that we run the command using SSH. I mean, we can do that, but I think we should have done that when the program should have crashed, not when it's not supposed to crash, but it's just doing all the tests now on repeat, so it's looping. It's not going to stop. That's what repeat 0 does. It's okay. I'm gonna just stop it, I think. Okay, stop it, yes, okay. Let's try it virtually using this command. Okay. Okay, so the output, yeah, it does the same thing. Yeah, it doesn't crash anymore, so this validation completes the end-to-end sequence from observing this water portfolio to verifying its presence to confirming its resolution through a known upstream fix. Yeah, so should be the same. Yeah, it's running the test and yep, it's telling him the same thing. Yeah, so just stop executing. Stop it. Can you stop, please? Okay, it stopped. I don't think there's much more. Yeah, it's just showing that it goes infinitely without crashing. Exactly. So yeah, that just fixed the problem. I mean, it would have been better if this included like a patch application method instead of just going to the commits that has the patch merged in. That would have been better as an example, because this way, like if we are on the latest mainline and the bug is very new and the patch is like also new, so it isn't applied yet, this method won't be used because it's not yet merged in. So yeah, I think this summarizes these nodes. Let's see. Why reproducing matter? Someone just starting with the Linux kernel, producing a bug might seem secondary, something to get through before doing the real work, fixing things. But it's not secondary. It is the work. Fair is a practical ground away them to behave sort of surface and how change take effect. Commands alignment with upstream, not through theory, but through execution. By reproducing a bug locally, it becomes possible to confirm that everything is in place: the source, the configuration, the environment, and the tools. If the same crash appears outside of the spot's infrastructure, it means the setup works. Okay, this is not only useful for reviewing patches from others, it's also a way to build a sense of how to read current reports, trace failure paths, confirm that more than anything, it proves that the results aren't serious, they're observed. Yeah, so it's yeah, so this is the notes. Yeah, and that's it. I mean, it's really helpful guide this for someone that hasn't done this before. But I already had an idea on how to do this, but this really is really straightforward, so it eases things. So yeah, I mean, that's it, guys. That's it. Stuff. That's it for today. I think maybe I'll stream again tomorrow or after tomorrow. Just exploring the eBPF subsystem. I think I'm gonna work on that a bit, and then we'll see from that where we go. I still haven't decided on the second subsystem to work on, but eBPF is something that I'm really interested in. I think I'm going to try to see something from LF live first. I think I had some slides that I'm going to read, and then maybe we have a look at a book or something, just something casual. All right. Thank you, Siddharth. Thanks for tuning in and watching. I hope you all learned something new and enjoyed watching. See you next time, Siddharth. See you next time. I'll send you the link. Okay, send you the link.